Standard 5 EVS1 Chapter 14 Transport. Transport means movement of people or goods from one place to another. Children, let us try an experiment. You have to choose a place. It can be your friend's house, park, shop, or school that is 1 kilometer away from your home. After you have chosen the place, on the first day, you have to walk to that place. On the second day, ride to it on your bicycle. And on the third day, take an automobile. While doing this, you have to take your school bag with you, and you have to use the same route on all the 3 journeys. After 3 days, you have to note down the following: the time taken for each journey on each of the 3 days, which journey took the longest time and which took the shortest time, on which journey did you have to carry your own things, which was the most comfortable journey, on which journey did you have to use fuel, on which journey were you most bothered by smoke and noise. I'm sure you will get the correct answers. You will see that walking takes the most time and you have to put in labor to carry your own things. So, it means using a vehicle saves time and effort. But at the same time, we need fuel in the automobiles, which cause air and noise pollution. So these modes of transport that we use have different advantages and disadvantages. Let's look at some of the advantages. Our work gets done sooner. Time and effort are saved. Trade is facilitated. Different parts of the world are now connected. The transport of goods, even on a global level, has become simple and easy. As many things are available, the lifestyle of people has improved. The facilities of tourism, health, education have become speedier. And there are some disadvantages also. Can you look at the pictures? You can see in the first picture the children that are worried and troubled because of certain things. So study the pictures and let's look at the questions now. Where have the children stopped? At the crossing. Why have they stopped there? To cross the road. What are they doing? They have covered their face and their ears. What is troubling them? The pollution, noise and air. So the first picture gives us a lot of information about the disadvantages of vehicles. In the second picture, we can see a bus and there are plants around. Now we have to state the difference between the plants which are close to the road and those far away from the road. You can see the ones which are far away are fresh, whereas those which are close are dull. Even the color, the far off trees and plants are greener compared to the ones which are close to the road. And the appearance of plants, the plants which are far away are attractive and lively, whereas the ones which are close to the road are dull and dry. So we have observed that because of constant traffic, people, animals and even plants are affected. These vehicles emit poisonous gases and smoke. Some of the gases are carbon monoxide, nitrogen dioxide and sulfur dioxide. So these gases cause a lot of pollution and because of which the quality of air also decreases, and we call it air pollution. Air pollution affects animals and plants in the following ways. Look at the picture there. We have short term effects and long term effects. There are various diseases like trachea, lung, and eye disorders. The plants are affected, the growth is affected. Then the traffic through forest also affect the habitat of plants and animals. The wild animals migrate to some other places. The constant sound of vehicles cause noise pollution also, due to which there's restlessness, irritability, headache, lack of concentration, psychological disorders, etc. So that it leads to air pollution as also noise pollution, and traffic accidents cause injuries, deaths and damage to vehicles. Now, can you tell? They have given us 4 options: A. Walking, B. Riding a bicycle, C. Using a private vehicle, and D. Using public transport. And they have asked us to choose a suitable one on different occasions. The first occasion, going to study at a friend's house who lives nearby. So, what can you do? You can walk to his house or use your bicycle. Number 2, going to your school which is about 1 kilometer away. You can again walk to your school, or you can use your bicycle, or you can use a public transport. Taking materials to a science exhibition in another town. Now, since you're going to carry a lot of things with you, you cannot walk, you cannot use your cycle, so you will have to depend on a private vehicle. And last 4, going to a wedding in a next town. So you can use a private vehicle or you can use public transport. From all this, we have realized that we should cultivate habits such as walking or riding a bicycle for a shorter distance, which can save a lot of fuel and reduce pollution. So let's look at some of these ways or remedies to reduce pollution. Number 1, using fuels that cause less pollution, timely maintenance and repair of vehicles, use public transport whenever possible, use your private vehicles only when necessary. Plant trees, especially indigenous or local varieties like banyan, peepal, neem, karanj, because these plants adapt easily to local environment and enhance biodiversity. 6. Avoid fuels that cause pollution and fuels such as CNG or LPG. So always remember, our environment is sensitive. That is why pollution has destructive effects on it. So it is very necessary to prevent pollution. And do you know, today we use cars, ships and aeroplanes which use fuel. In the olden days, ships did not use such engines. They had sails, you can see in the picture, which helped to use the force of the wind. So using wind, they could travel a distance. These were called sailing ships. In those days, people traveled all over the world on these sailing ships. So here are a few, or you can say, advantages of using a bicycle. It is a physical exercise. You can carry small load. It does not cause pollution. Self-reliance. You don't have to depend on anybody. It saves time. Can be stored in a small space. It saves money because you don't have to use any fuel. And less crowding of vehicles on the street. So it's best to use a bicycle. Now what's the solution? Rohan and Sania always walk to school. Their school is 30 minutes away from their house. There is a cultural function at their school today. Their grandmother will accompany them to the function, but she gets tired easily because of her age. Which of the options listed below would you suggest for taking her to school? School is far away, so the first option is walking, is not possible. Second, auto rickshaw. So they are two of them, Rohan, Sania, grandmother, and maybe their parents. So it's going to be difficult to travel. Bus, not suitable because of the grandmother's age. Scooter again cannot take so many people. So the best choice here is car. So remember, children, we have to choose the mode of transport depending on our need and situation. So, what have we learned? The benefits and harmful effects of transport, judicious use of transport, the danger to nature due to the pollution caused by various means of transport, and most important, remedies for various types of pollution. Thank you.